The name JLE stands for the Jewish Learning Exchange. Well, actually, that's a very appropriate name because you do find out about yourself as a Jew in this atmosphere, and there are so many different people at so many different levels that people are constantly exchanging their experiences.
The Jewish Learning Exchange, the JLE, is a place where people from all backgrounds can feel at home. And it is a place where they can be themselves and feel at home and learn from each other and give and contribute and come out feeling a better person for it.
It's a serious, frum place with people who are learning and growing, and at the same time it's a place for people who are beginning or haven't had the same kinds of opportunities. That is a wonderful, wonderful aspect of JLE.
You first meet him and he's a large man and he has a big beard and a big hat, and you think he's some character out of Borough Park or Eastern Europe or somewhere, but the minute he opens his mouth, you just know you're talking to a warm, wonderful, intelligent man who already knows a little bit about you just without even knowing you.
Rabbi Chapnick has a spectacular way, with his warmth and his humor, of just engaging people and bringing people out. They see a picture, which may be something that they're not particularly interested in, but then they meet this wonderful human being who connects with them instantly.
So I meet Rabbi Chapnick, and it was so nice to meet an Orthodox rabbi who was so cool.
There's not a single week when I don't hear about Rabbi Chapnick or the GLE, either about the classes they offer, because when I see people that are not so religious, they all say, oh, we're taking a class at the GLE, and I'm starting at the GLE, and I've become more religious because of the GLE.
We've been blessed to have a wide range of people walk into our lives, and that we, Baruch Hashem, thank God, have been able to be part of their lives. We went into outreach to help people grow and to lend a hand for people and to teach people about the beauty of Judaism. But in fact, the roles are reversed. We're the ones who've been touched by it and gained by it.
There were single people, there were married people, there were people of different ages. There was Holocaust survivors and you know, people who had just moved to LA.
JLE is unique in that it has a very broad spectrum of people davening there.
In terms of people who weren't observant before, I think that the people that I've met through JLE are people that are very intelligent, professional, educated group of people, and they're able to get the knowledge that they need in this atmosphere to make intelligent choices about their spirituality.
I don't know of any other synagogue in this area that does so much regular classes plus extra special classes and Shabbatons.
They always have fantastic speakers, interesting speakers, people who are provocative.
It's amazing because most Jewish outreach organizations don't cater to those who have already been reached. But this organization caters to those who have been reached and want to continue to learn and to develop themselves Jewishly.
And then he taught us Hebrew the way he teaches his first grade class.
Aleph, Beis, Beis. Aleph, Beis, Beis. Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Gimel, Dalet, Hey.
With singing the letters, and it was fun, actually. I think we all are kids, you know, on the inside. So there were people from 85 years old, you know, 20 years old, who were all singing the Hebrew letters. And we came back every week.
Samach Ayin Pei. Samach Ayin Pei. Excellent, you did well on that.
Shalom Aleichem, Heilige Maluchim.
There's a tremendous openness and a willingness to share and a graciousness that many hospitality families have shown.
Interpersonal relationships between spouses and parents and their children in many of the families here are just exemplary role models.
It's also living by example. You know, how does a couple interact? How did the children interact? How did the parents love and discipline the children? And there's a learning process that's taking place, and there's an integration of what Yiddishkeit has to offer, what Judaism has to say.
I just can't believe where I stood less than 3 years ago and where I stand today. And it's from Rabbi Chapnick, it's from the JLE, it's from the examples that are set within this community and within Jewish communities worldwide that just elevates your life. It elevates your life. It makes you proud to be what we were given as a birthright.
Well, I needed a place that I could be. I needed a shul. I needed a place that I could be comfortable with who I had become and also who I had been in the past. JLE became that place.
I think that the JLE has a very individual approach to helping people grow in their Judaism.
So it's really a blessing to be sort of a key to say, come, we're going to show you the beauty of Torah. We're going to expose you to many different aspects of it, and you take it further.
There is no other place as warm and as welcoming and as true to the roots of Orthodox Judaism.
There are a lot of people behind the scenes, volunteers who help in setting up of the shul, the synagogue, community members who host people for Shabbat, and they all play a role in it. And it's a team effort, and I believe that the community is a richer place for having the Jewish Learning Exchange on its map.
And I think, especially in this time when we need a greater unity among the Jewish people, this kind of shul is just absolutely wonderful.
In a sense, Jews in America have, quote, made it. They're part of society. And the memories of the Babi or Zaidi that was observant, those memories are fading fast. We now have people that are, 2, 3, 4 generations away from that. And though on one hand the Almighty promises us that Torah will never be forsaken from the Jewish people, but ultimately there's so many people out there who are not observing Judaism, not because they chose not to, but just that don't know. They don't know what it's all about. They've never had the opportunity to study Torah inside, in the text, to hear an authentic explanation of our relationship with Hashem, our relationship with each other. It's so important to reach out to them because the statistics are already in. We know where people are headed, and we know where Jews in America, where the secular press talks about the vanishing Jews. And that's frightening. Our sages tell us, a person who saves one soul, it's like he saved the whole world. That's not a nice metaphysical, that's a practical one. If a person gets involved and his children get involved, and therefore his extended family, his grandchildren and other people are impacted by it, that's a world of people. That's a world of influence. That's a world of Jews that could have a connection to Hashem, His Torah, and His people that otherwise might not have. And so we're at a critical point in Jewish history to reach out to as many people as we can.
Yishlach Elokim Chazdoi V'Ami